Good night, folks. We are the 7th of March, Friday. So if you follow me on Twitter, I was very active on a penny stock. For me, from what I see, it's a kind of new GRRR. Let me explain. GRRR, Gorilla Technology, announced the 13th of September a big shares buyback because the stock was under manipulation of the shorts, and they're going to buy, if I remember well, for $6 million of shares. That was the 13th of September. When I see that news, I wait for the drop before the run on 11 million in volume. The stock drop, I buy it at a good price, around $3, something like that. And then, can verify naturally, it took so much time to push the shorts out until, so it took so much time. It took like 2 full months. As you know, in the stock market, 2 months is an eternity. It's very long when you are waiting. And it was not, it was not flat. It was going up, big dump, going up, going sideways. It was very frustrating. I was getting annoyed. And I was doing some DD on the stock, Gorilla Tech, and I was not convinced that it was a serious story. Why? Because the CEO look a little bit strange, with long hair, look like, not very serious. They were acting like a penny stock, basically engage, doing interview with red chip and all this fluff we know with stupid penny stock who try to show they are serious. I didn't feel comfortable. So at a certain point I sell, I don't remember the price, $4 something, or, it's a small gain. And then look what happened. The stock began to go up in December and they never look back. And I think 2 days ago we touched $40. Today we traced to $30, so it's very violent. But look what happened. Gorilla Tech, $3 in September 2024. And then $40 2 days ago. A 13 bagger. And until now, I'm not convinced. For me, it's overhype. $500 million in market cap, and it's not clear. There is no numbers. It's big contract. You don't know when. You don't know who. Anyway, the stock go up. So sometimes you must understand that the stock market is a strange place. It's a place where you see company with a lot of hype that are far away of being, positive or making money, or, that just a diluting machine. And you see incredible pump and dump with crazy move, 300%, then going down, then reverse split, this and that. So sometime, well, a lot of time, not sometime, serious story happen, but the market don't react quickly. Why? It's pretty easy to understand. When the market maker see a company dropping and dropping and dropping and have a bad history or a foggy history, they tend to short, and plus naked short. Why? Because they are convinced this company is going in bankruptcy or at a very depressed price where they can cover. They do that on thousands of small caps, and they are doing billions of dollars doing that, okay? Sometimes it appears after CEO change, new strategy, share buyback, that a story turn around. If you follow me, you know Clove was a turnaround story, 60 cents to $4.08. MVST, 18 cents, touching 2.8, now 1.5. So that happened from time to time. Company who are hugely depressed under short pressure and suddenly turn back up with news, share buyback, whatever. But the difference between us and the market maker is that we are limited. Every day I read in stock tweets, oh, I would like to buy more. Unfortunately, I don't have money. I know it's going up. I'm fully loaded, but I cannot buy more. So once we see a good stock, a good story, we buy. Sometimes we are all in, and then we wait. And when we wait, nobody buy until there is fresh news or the company kicking in and buy shares. And during that time, we may take weeks, months, 2 months with Gorilla Tech, this price is not moving a lot because not a lot of buyers. So the market maker can play games. When there is a wave of buying, they short more. People see it's not running, they sell and they cover low and they make money. And a lot of time they are right, because there is the vast majority of the stock around $1 are going down. They are going down, bankruptcy, whatever, and with that game of pump, dump, short, covering, they are making money. But the stock I'm talking to you today, in my humble opinion, from everything I've been reading, it's in the category of stock of MVST, Gorilla Tech, Clove, etc. Which stock I'm talking about? Allr. Allr. Actually, a lot of people see it's a good opportunity. Very, very, very low value. Around, ridiculous, I think, $4 million market cap. It's crazy, amazingly crazy. They have around $15 million in the bank. Okay? Follow me closely, it's important. They have $15 million in the bank. No debt. No debt. They have... there was a CEO management change a few months ago, I think, that changed completely the direction of the company. They push out all the Class A actions, shares, the warrants, all the tricks, that push the price down. And when they have been finishing with that, they announced a few days ago that they are going to buy $5 million of stock. So that's mean they still have, if they buy the $5 million in stock, they still have $10 million, okay? Because they have 15. So imagine $5 million in stock when the value of the company is $4 or $5 million. It's crazy. It's completely crazy. So I know people write and say and think, okay, if it's true, why this stock is not at $10 already? That's what I was saying with Gorilla. Why we stay at $3 or $4 and they are going to buy $6 million of shares and the value of the company is around $30 million. It's stupidly crazy. Yes, but the market can be crazy for some weeks or months. Because, I repeat, when the shorts have taken the risk, control risk, because vast majority of the time they are right. When they have taken the risk to short and naked short a stock, they cannot basically, cover all this amount of shares when the float is so tiny and retail buying. They are forced in the beginning to keep shorting. Why? Try to follow me. It's very important if you want to understand. Why? Because they say, okay, news is great. They are going to buy back shares. Now, today there was a PR. They say we are going to make a study with a cancer therapy fully funded by the veterans of the government, so they don't have to pay for that. So good news, buybacks, this and that, no warrants, no more ATM. Everything bad is out of the way. And the stock price, it's at $1. So people are crazy. They say, what's going on here? What's the tricks? The trick is it's pretty simple. I think market maker have been shorting a lot of Allr during years. Why? The old management was very bad. Basically diluting, reverse split, this and that, all the tricks we don't like with the penny stock. Now, the management is serious and they are doing all the right things. But there is tons of shorts and I think more than shorts, in this case, you have a lot more naked shorts, really. Because when you see the shorts number, it's ridiculous. 600,000 shares short, stupid. Especially when you see the detail. I've been looking at that for months. Every time you have volume, you have 60% of the volume short. So I think there is really a lot of naked short here. Okay, so if you are the market maker, what you're going to do to avoid losing money? When there is the good news, like today, like 3 days ago with the share buyback, you short even more. I know it sounds crazy, but that's how they do. They short even more. Why? To stop the rally. When the day traders see the thing is not spiking, they go out and they go to look elsewhere. So the interest decrease. And so people go out and sell. And they can cover selling all the traders who run out because it's not running. So in this case, when you look at the chart, since the good news, you understand perfectly what's going on. They keep the shares, the stock price in a barcoding mode. First, they delete the 80 cents. Then they delete the 90 cents. Now they are deleting the $1. And certainly, in my humble opinion, in the weeks to come, they are going to delete 110, 120, 130, go running up, people go in, they short, people go out, they cover. Until we will reach a certain price, I think it's around it's very difficult to say. I think it's around between 1.4 to 1.9, something over there. When we will go over that, they will cover hugely, and that will be the big run. But what's going to happen? And market maker know the psychology of the traders. You will see 90 cents for 3 days. Then you will see $1 for 3-4 days. Then you will see 110 for 3-4 days, etc. When you will have a spike, listen carefully, when you will have a spike on volume, pushing the price at $2, I think that's what's going to happen, in my humble opinion. People who don't have made DD and don't know exactly what's going on here, they will be selling massively, taking profit. Because actually, all the traders I know and I'm in contact with, they are piling up, buying every day a chunk. And when they will see 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, $2, they will sell. They will all go out because naturally they have been doing 50%, 60%, a double, they sell. And at that moment, the short will be able to cover without losing their pants. That's how they do. Then the price will fall from $2 to 1.4, for example, and all the short will be out of the way. And then you will have some nice PR, and price will be running up without breaks from the shorts because they are not in the stock anymore. That's what happened with Gorilla Tech. For 2 months, they fight to push the impatient, the traders out. The bag holder who have been buying at a high price. Imagine, you buy Gorilla Tech at $5. Then the stock fall to $2. You are angry. You say bunch of crooks, this and that. And 6 months later, you see $4.9, $5. Oh, I recover my money. Let me go out. You sell. Traders sell. Short-term traders sell. And the shorts know that. So they play the game the time they need to recover the short. And then, like at the end of November, they go out of the way and Gorilla Tech have passed 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 until $40 2 days ago. So now, from everything I see, I don't know the secrets. I only know what I can see, what I can read. Allr is this kind of company. Share buyback, no more ATM, no warrants, no debt, phase 2 cancer, ovarian cancer molecule, testing funded by the veterans from the government. They don't have to pay for that. They have money in the banks. They are going to use 1/3 of that money to buy shares. And if you see, if you want to buy $5 million of your shares, and you have in the market an available float, because the float is like 4.4 million, something like that, under 5 million. But the available short is around 3.3, 3.4 million. So if I want to buy $5 million of my shares, how I'm going to do that? Because if I come and I say, okay, I push $5 million straight, and there is so few shares available, the price is going to go to $20 in 2 days. So it's not interesting. So even the company, they have financial advice, they know how to do, They don't want to buy and push the price up. They want to accumulate. Even them, they may be shorting in the spike, push the day trader out and buy low. And they can do that for 1, 2, 3, 6 months without pushing the price too high, going step by step, I've been looking at Allr for the last days, and it's doing wedge on wedge on wedge. So they are cleaning every 10 cents. 80 cents, 90 cents, now $1. And you will see next week they will clear the 110, 120 area. Until some kind of meme group, Wall Street Bets and all this stuff, who have a lot of followers, decide to get in the stock by millions. They will have some kind of news. I don't know how it's going to happen. And then you will see crazy movement and crazy volume. But until you have a regular volume from some retail, and there is not so much retail, don't think that. Why? Because actually you have a lot of penny stock running 200% who focus all the attention. So when you have a stock doing wedge and wedge and wedge, from 10 cents for another 10 cents, traders are not interested. They want something who spike. So, market maker and the company who want to buy back shares, actually, they are very happy that we stay over here. And they will take advantage of all the impatient and the short-term traders to collect shares every day. Certainly, because don't think that this company are not working in the hands of shorts. They build strategy and they build story. We are angry, shorts are shorting our stock, we are going to buy back shares. And then, they take advantage because they always want to have the market maker on their side, especially if you want to invest $5 million and you are a small company. You need to build a strategy. Cannot push $5 million in one shot and then you pay $7, $8, $10, $20 for your stock. You prefer to collect because they have the approval for 1 year until February of next year. So that means that they are not in a hurry. They can buy 200,000 now, 300,000 in April, 1 million in May, until they reach the 5 million next year. But it's not possible with a stock who have so few shares in the market, plus the retail who are getting in. It's not possible to do that directly. So they will buy step by step. Naturally, I think it's logical they are going to buy more in the beginning than in the end. So at a certain point in the weeks to come, they will increase the amount of share they buy because they want to buy in the low one. They don't want to buy at $2-3. It's better. So at a certain point in the days to come, weeks to come, you will have volume. And you will have, strange movement going up, a lot of people going out, big dump, then directly back up. We used to see that in all the other penny stock, strange movement. You have an enormous attention one day and the day after, it's like the stock don't interest anybody. Going down on very, very low volume after you see 200 million in volume. So that's the market maker who can do that. How they do, it's very simple. If you used to have level 2, you understand the trick. I see that on Allr in the past days. They put a big sell order at 110, for example, to show to everybody, we don't want you to pass that level, okay? And then at $1, 1.99 cents, they sell, they rebuy, they reload. And if you look at Allr, every day since the news, at the close, you have big green candles. What's the meaning of that? They put a big resistance of a big chunk of shares to avoid a run, to get surprised by a run. Then they play game the whole day, pushing down, pushing up, pushing down. People get angry, they sell, they go elsewhere where you have a nice run, they collect. And when it's not enough, at the end of the day, they buy a big chunk in the close. They do that every day. And they will do that until they can. So what I expect here to happen, I expect exactly what happened with GRRR. In the next 2 months, you may see the price going from $1 to $2 and turning around over there, up, down, barcoding, all this stuff. And maybe, I don't know, end of May, June, July, who knows, the big run. And in this case, if everything I read is legit, honestly, I don't have a price target. I will not lie to you. I don't see a price target. I know some people talk about 100 million market cap. That will mean plus $20 per share. But when I see GRR, I see, okay, now I think everything's possible. I mean, can you imagine? $3 in September, $40 2 days ago. That's amazing. And for a stock that not a lot of people are talking about. It's this company located in England who are making majority of his deal in Thailand, in Egypt. Foggy story, It's not an American company with huge covering, with a lot of analysts. Nothing. $3 to $40. I will not commit the same error 2 times. I get impatient with GRR. I was out of the stock, dealing with stupid story elsewhere, and I lose the run, and I was expecting a dump every day. It never happened. So, honestly, I know it sounds a little bit like Kool-Aid or pumping, I don't know. I repeat, because it's important, if everything is true, if everything is like they say, if the float is right, if the buyback happen, if there is no ATM, if there is no warrants, if there is no debt, and the management is legit, what you want me to say? Buy all you can. Buy all you can. And even if it will be frustrating for maybe, I don't know, 30, 60 trading days, you may open your PC in 2 months and see $10 per share. I'm not joking. I'm absolutely not joking. $10 per share will mean a company of, what? Peanuts. 40 million market cap. Oh, look at all this biotech full of dilution, full of reverse split, who have 100, 200, 300 million market cap. So $10, 40 million market cap is peanuts. It's a joke. Especially with what they claim with the ovarian cancer treatment. I mean, I don't understand how this is possible. I don't see where's the trap. The only thing that I don't understand, I will not say I don't like, that I don't understand, maybe some of you have the reply, I don't see why the fee to short is so low, 20%. I don't understand. Something, I don't get it. Maybe the float is not so low, but everybody's talking about 4 million shares. I've been looking everywhere I can. So I don't really understand. The only theory that can be valid here is that there is a lot of naked shorts. I don't see another explanation. And these naked shorts are in the float until, they will need to cover to give the real shares to people. But until you don't have enormous volume, and in this case, enormous volume, I don't know how much it can be. I mean, maybe, I don't know, if we have a 40 million volume day, that may change things. I don't know. I really don't know. I just see the opportunity here. It's not a normal $1 penny stock. It's not acting like, there is not a lot of pump and dump. It's going up gradually under control of the market maker. And we are trading in a very tiny space every day. I think today, because there was a spike pre-market with the news until 120, they push it down by shorting huge. And then we trade all day between 0.96 to 1.04. You imagine, cents. And the day before was the same, between 88 cents to 96. And they are doing that every day. And they will do it until they can, because the short don't want to pay a high price to cover, and the company don't want to make a buyback, pushing the price too high too quick. So these two entities, the shorts and the company, have no interest to see the price going up too quickly. Yeah, to stay above $1, that's nice, so they avoid the listing and all that. NASDAQ warnings, all that. But nobody have interest to see that at $2-3 overnight. If this can stay under $2 the maximum of time, it's good for everybody. The shorts, the company who want to buy back shares, etc. That's why they are going to frustrate the traders. So they buy, they see no movement, and they sell. And sometimes for loss. All the people who have been buying the news in pre-market, and I was seeing the pre-market activity, 140, 150, 116, 117, bam, 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 millions. Then they push it down to $1, and all these guys have been running out. What they do, they collect shares. They collect. They sell at 115. Everybody sell at 1. They cover. And they can do that until there is not a tsunami of volume. But the opportunity is here. Especially if the stock can stay above $1, so we don't have the stress of being delisted. But I think the big run everybody expecting will not happen until they accept they can happen. And that may take, like Gorilla Tech, 2 months. Sometime more, sometime less. But that's the example of Gorilla Tech. In the case of Clove, if I remember well, the price have been going out of control when Vivek, the CEO, announced that he was buying shares at 114 and another chunk at 183. I remember. When that happened, they cannot impeach the stock to run, because it was a huge amount of money, and it was from the CEO. 114, 183, boom, we go to 48. They capitulate and they cover. But until they can, they've done that with Glove. Until they can keep it under $1 or around $1, they will do it. Better for them. They are not in a hurry. They can loan every day shares to short. We have not unlimited amount of money, so we are not in position of dominance. But the price, actual price, is a total gift. If everything's true, I repeat, total gift. Crazy gift. Maybe, I know it sounds huge, but, and I want to repeat, even if it's getting annoying, if everything's true, that may be the best run we may have from a long time in the stock market. if everything's true. Imagine if we go to $20, 20 bagger. And don't think these things don't happen, huh? Because people say, oh, it's fantasy, it's not true. Look at ASTS, look at Gorilla Tech, look at Clav, look at a lot of company, MVST. And imagine MVST from 18 cents. It's real, you can verify. 18 cents to $2.08. Wow. More than a 10 bagger. More, a lot more. Even at actual price, it's close to a 10 bagger. So this thing happened, but it's not always go at the rhythm, you know. When MVST announced that they have positive earnings, you have 1.2 billion in volume. The price run from 18 cents to $1 and then retrace to 50 cents. And then it takes some time to pass the $1 again. Don't happen overnight because they control the price. And they get short more and more and more until people are tired. They look elsewhere and at that moment they cover. Okay, I hope I'm right. Like I was with GRR back in time. Unfortunately, I left the ship early because I didn't have the patience. But this time, you know, I'm stuck here. Until I don't have a clear evidence there is some kind of tricks or scam, I'm stuck here because the opportunity of going up, it's too high. Very too high. Cannot pass that. Actually, the short is great. Two successive wedge, like you can see in the image. It's only the price who is under control, but the price is going up. Let's see what happened. Take care.